Hello, my name is Eleanor Grills and I'm Head of School here at Biddenham. Firstly, apologies for not being able to do this part of the options evening in person, but this year we thought a more blended approach would be the safest option, with recorded speeches and then inviting you all in to talk in person to subject teachers in the sports hall. So good evening and welcome to our virtual options evening talk. This recording aims to provide you with all of the information necessary to support your children with the option choice process. In some schools, this evening doesn't happen until February. Choices are made and then students start their new courses in June. At Biddenham, we have this evening students hand in their option choices on the 12th of October and start their new timetables the Monday afterwards, just before half term, which is really exciting. Clearly, this is a really big step for the students and one which we need to work together to get right. We hope that your sons and daughters have had an exciting and interesting start to Year 9 and that they have enjoyed the carousel of different subjects over the past few weeks. We also hope that you and they appreciate the opportunity to begin the subjects they choose a little earlier in their school career. The curriculum really epitomises what a school believes is important for the education of the students, and ultimately enshrined within it are a set of collective beliefs and values. For us here at Biddenham, therefore, our key principles of friendship and compassion, inspiration, determination, enjoyment and success come into play. As far as inspiration goes, the 3-year GCSE model gives students the opportunity to personalise their curriculum earlier and for a significant proportion of their timetable choose what they want to do. There is a relatively free choice as well. Students could specialise and take 2 languages or go for breadth and take a humanity, which is geography or history, and our subject, technology and a language if they so wished. It's also possible to choose the English Baccalaureate or the EBacc suite of subjects and still have an additional 2 options. I'll come back to the EBacc a little bit later. As regards success, it allows students more time to work on their GCSEs and facilitate more curriculum time for all of their subjects. This has really helped with covering the curriculum necessary for us as a school to be confident in providing centre-assessed grades when exams have been cancelled for the past 2 years. In terms of friendship and compassion, it has a wide provision that will suit all types of learners and all types of ability, ensuring that no one is left out and no one is left behind. There's an academic strand. Students can do separate sciences, which is equivalent to 3 GCSEs or combined sciences, and there are BTEC options, which have more of an assignment-based approach to learning and a full range of creative and practical subjects. It is important to note, however, that all qualifications now have an exam component. We also have a study support element, a work skills course, and English language support for students who could find the number of GCSEs a little bit too overwhelming. We are also very aware of our accountability to you as parents and students, that we provide an offer that allows achievement, enjoyment, teaches skills and knowledge, and provides meaningful progression beyond GCSE level. We must also equip our young people with new ways of thinking involving creativity, critical analysis, problem solving and decision making, new ways of working, including communication and collaboration, and the capacity to recognise and exploit the potential of new technologies. We believe that all students need preparation to be active citizens in a complex world and a curriculum that provides challenge, motivation and progression. Before I finish this part of the presentation, I would like to say something about the English Baccalaureate. It has been around for a few years now as a suite of subjects, and students will achieve this if they get a grade 5, which is equivalent to an old high C, low B, or above in maths, English, science, a modern foreign language, and a humanity, geography or history. Every year, a number of students achieve this threshold and didn't necessarily plan to when they made their choices, and there is no extra certificate for this that the students receive when they achieve this. It is our duty to make you aware of the EBacc and explain to you how we address it as a school. Clearly, this does create a hierarchy of subjects, and you could argue for the inclusion of a lot of other subjects on offer in this, but this is the government view of a core curriculum. Now, if you already know that you want to go to Oxford, Cambridge or a Russell Group university, study medicine, pharmacy, veterinary science or other similar career paths, then the EBacc suite of subjects are actually quite a good idea. However, the unintended impact of this educational policy has been a decrease in the number of arts and technology subjects that many schools offer. The creative and technological industries in this country are currently world leaders. Employers tell us that students are leaving school without the skills of creative thinking, problem solving, enterprise and initiative that they want. Subjects such as dance, drama, music, art, graphics, textiles and resistant materials all develop these very skills and are all on offer here at Biddenham. It is our belief that you should choose the subjects you are passionate about, good at, and may be linked to future career aspirations, if indeed you know them yet, but you really don't have to know them yet. Finally, although I'm sure you are aware, I'd just like to remind you about some curriculum changes that have taken place a few years ago now that affect our children, namely the changes to all GCSE examinations and the way that they are graded. Our children now receive numbers instead of letters as grades for all of their subjects except BTEC subjects. 1 is the lowest grade and 9 the highest, with 4 roughly equivalent to an old C. And the Department for Education has set the level of an awarding pass as a 4 and a preferred or strong pass as a 5. BTECs are graded as pass, merit, distinction and distinction star, where a pass is equivalent to a grade 4, an old-fashioned C in GCSE. Although the reforms have now tracked through completely, we are still in a situation where students and parents and employers are getting used to the new grading system. So it's just important that we're all aware of them. These choices are important, but the most important thing is that a rich and varied curriculum is unlikely to close any doors for you at this stage. If you do not choose business now at GCSE BTEC level, you can still do it at level 3. A level. This is true of many subjects and also tracks through to degree level. You do not need to do an A level in law, for example, in order to study law at degree level. We know and are confident that moving the option process forward like this will provide greater engagement, motivation and opportunity for success for all of our students. I'm now going to hand over to Mr. Evans, who is actually going to take you through the process of choosing subjects a little bit more. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Ms. Grills. Hello, my name is Edward Evans. I'm the head of Year 9, and together with George Foy, who is the Raising Standards lead for Key Stage 4, I'm going to talk you through the option process. First of all, I just want to start by saying about the strapline that we have on our advertisements for this evening about transforming lives. This opportunity now that you have ahead of you is about doing that. It's about you taking ownership for transforming your life. And this process is a really important event, and I'm delighted that I can lead you through this along with my colleagues. So let me talk a little bit about the science GCSE that we have available at Biddenham. First of all students will start with the separate sciences. This is made up of 1 to 6 units from biology, chemistry and physics. And so students will sit 6 exams lasting 1 hour and 45 minutes and can enter for either higher or foundation tiers. So at the end of it, they will come out with the GCSE biology, chemistry or physics GCSE. If, however, they're doing the combined GCSE science, this will be made up again of 1 to 6 units from biology, chemistry and physics. And they will sit 6 exams lasting 1 hour and 10 minutes, so slightly shorter. And the students will be allocated towards that when teachers decide at the end of year 10. Students will be awarded 2 science GCSEs if they do the combined science. So, all students in the year group have been given a copy of the option form. There are spares, so don't worry. So the option form is divided into 4 columns, and we have each column has a blue section and a pink section. Students must take a 1 GCSE from the blue section. So for instance, in column A, B, C and D, they must have 1 of those blue subjects highlighted. The other 3 then columns, they can choose a combination of either pink or blue. It's entirely up to them. And you will see that there is some subjects which repeat. So for instance, ICT, we have in several columns. Please make sure they're not doing the same kind of subject in each of the columns. So they're picking 4 separate subjects. We understand this can be quite a difficult process for students to really narrow down their 4 particular subjects. So if there is a difficulty that they're having regarding maybe wanting to do 2 subjects in the same option block, please could you put an asterisk on the bottom of your option form and just highlight the kind of difficulty that you had and maybe the subject that you'd like to do. This is not guaranteed, but it just sometimes means that we have a an option to look at things if it's available with staffing and such like. So this deadline is the 12th of October, so please make sure that this comes in for tomorrow. There will also be an opportunity to have discussions with our careers advisor, with tutors, with myself about this process. So if there's any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us. I'm now going to hand over to George Foy, who's going to talk you through the rest of the process.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. My name is George Foy, and as Mr. Evans said previously, I am the Raising Standards Leader for Key Stage 4, with a particular focus on Key Stage 4 achievement, which obviously starts with the GCSE options process. As part of the carousel process that all Year 9 students have been doing since they came back to us in September, we have been giving a taster for every single option subject that you've seen just on the form a short second ago. Now, the way that this has worked is that every Year 9 student has had at least 2 lessons for each subject. So they've had 2 option lessons for music, 2 for computing, 2 for IT, 2 for geography, and so on. And over the last month or so, the students have been having a taster for these lessons and been encouraged to think about whether these are the right subjects for them, as well as receiving some information, advice and guidance to guide them to making the right choice. So part of the information that we've been sharing with our students is for them to make informed decisions. And we've been stressing to them the importance of choosing subjects for the right reasons. Mainly, what do students enjoy? They are going to be studying these subjects for the next 3 years. And we have always found that students that choose subjects because it's what they are passionate about will continue to enjoy and also will thrive in that particular subject. Also, subjects that they are particularly good at, things that they are passionate about and want to learn more with. However, it is important to make sure that they are discovering what the course is about. For example, those that love PE need to be aware of the scientific side of the course, and not just oh, I like PE, so I'm going to choose it because I want to go out and play lots more sports. And obviously, as well, thinking about what they want to do in the future. That might not be that they have a particular career in mind. It might just be starting to think about their level 3 post-16 options, sixth form, college, apprenticeships, and so on. And this is the one that we've been really pushing with our students, is how not to choose. It's not enough to just roll of a dice, flip a coin and choose because you go, well, I don't really know what I want. If you have any belief that might be your student, then please make sure that they come and speak to myself, Mr. Evans, or any of the tutors in Year 9, so that we can support them through choosing their 4 choices. The other areas to not choose because of a favourite teacher. The teachers that have been doing the carousel lessons might not necessarily be those that are teaching that class, and also not choosing it because of friends. Now, although I say that every year, unfortunately, we still do get people that choose it because they think they're going to be with their friends, and it just doesn't work like that because of the different option blocking systems. So choosing for friends is also a no-go. So as part of guiding your child to make the right choice, as I've previously said, we've been doing the carousel process, where students have had the opportunity to trial these option choices. They've also been filling in a carousel passport, where we've encouraged them to write frankly about what they thought about the session. Whether they enjoyed it, whether they feel it's something they're interested in, and sort of something they might want to build onto for the future. Secondly, we've also been giving them targeted information, advice and guidance time. This is getting them to think about their option choices on a wider scale. It's absolutely fine for them to not know what they want to do post-16 or as a career in the future, in which case choosing their options is about giving them a nice wide breadth and a choice of subjects that allow them to keep the doors open for future choices. We've done sessions on Unifrog, which is our online platform that supports further education and careers advice. And also we have in-school support from our careers advisor, who has been giving one-to-one sessions for career guidance and is also available tonight. So thinking ahead, obviously this evening is an opportunity for individuals to speak to subject leads, ask about the particular qualifications, the kinds of skills and things that are going to be learned and taught over the next 3 years. Students be able to ask these questions themselves. Please encourage them to be the ones that are seeking this information out. We ask that students also complete their own research, thinking about where their options could potentially lead them for the future. As previously mentioned, the option deadline form is tomorrow. It's Tuesday, the 12th of October. This is to give us the ability to get the timetables balanced and then out to students as quickly as possible, so that options start before the half term. So I hope that you enjoyed tonight. I hope that you find it informative speaking to our subject leads. Obviously, if there is any information you require after this evening, I direct you to our website. Up on the screen, you can see our careers education page of our website, which has some really useful links and talks a little bit about Unifrog, which is obviously what's up the information, advice and guidance session. Secondly, there is lots of information about the specific subjects on offer on our Key Stage 4 curriculum page. It's under the curriculum section, Key Stage 4, 9, 10 and 11. And at the top, there's a hyperlinked document that gives a breakdown for each individual subject. If you have any questions after tonight or at the end of this recording, then up on the screen you can see a number of emails to contact people directly. Ms. Revens as the head of Year 9, myself as the Raising Standards leader for Key Stage 4. We also have our careers advisor, our EAL coordinator and our SENCO for any specific questions you may have. Thank you very much for your time this evening. I hope you found it informative and also that you get a lot out of meeting our subject leads. Thank you.